What's up, y'all? This is Ty. I am here to review Halloween Ends. Now, this is the final installment of the David Gordon Green directed Halloween films, which started in 2018. Now, we know there's about, I believe there's about 13 Halloween films in total. And this film, these set of films, basically, they said, listen, I know we had all those sequels in the 80s and 90s. Scratch that. None of that existed in this universe. These films picked up, the 2018 film picked up right where the 1978 film left off. So that's what they did with Halloween in 2018. Then the sequel, Halloween Kills. And now here we are with Halloween Ends. I don't believe this is the end of the franchise per se, just the end of the Michael Myers films directed by David Gordon Green. So this is his trilogy has come to an end. With that being said, I'm going to do some spoilers here. So if you don't want to know about this film, you can turn this off and come back after you've seen the film. But anyway, let's get on down to it. The film starts off in 2019. We meet a young man named Corey Cunningham, and he is babysitting this little boy named Jeremy, who Jeremy got him shook. Jeremy is playing a prank. Cunningham is very scary. Corey's scary, whatever. Jeremy locks him in the attic, and there's a freak accident happens. When he busts out of the attic, unfortunately, he knocks Jeremy over the staircase down to his death, in front of Jeremy's parents, who are coming home, you know, from their Halloween party. And that's how it opened. So I was like, interesting opening. I thought that was interesting. That, I kind of liked that opening, but I was like, okay, what does this have to do with Michael Myers? Now, my problem is, that's what I was saying throughout the film. Like, hey, where's Michael? Because this was the Corey show. This was the Corey movie, I should say. This should have been called Corey's Halloween. Because after that, and I thought that was interesting, that opening. I'm like, okay. Then we learned, you know, because of that freak accident in 2019, we learned that Corey is now the town villain. They don't like him. He's constantly being berated and bullied because they think he's a child murderer. And there's this rumors. Now, in this town, Haddonfield has already had so much damage done with all the havoc that Michael Myers has wreaked on this town and these citizens. So they're very much traumatized. And then you have Laurie Strode. She's the town weirdo. People are upset with her. They blame her for a lot of the killings. Like I said, they set it up where the town is traumatized. You know, now Michael been asleep. He hasn't been seen or heard from in 4 years. He's hibernating or whatever, so he hasn't done anything. But then we're following this Corey guy around, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting, but where's Michael? That's what I just kept saying. Where's Michael? So we're learning that Laurie's living with her granddaughter. Well, her granddaughter's living with her. She bought a house, and she's like, I'm starting over, starting fresh. And the first thing I noticed when she had this house, she's putting up Halloween decorations. Ma'am, shouldn't you be traumatized by Halloween? Laurie, why are you putting up decorations? That was just me. I'm like, shouldn't she be traumatized? I thought she would be traumatized with all the things that happened. But she's writing a book about her experience and things of that nature. Now, Corey, he's just getting bullied. Poor Corey gets bullied by the marching band. I think they were the members of the marching band. Now, mind you, these are teenagers. Corey's a grown man now, but these are teenagers bullying him. Now, the thing, they didn't even look like they would actually be friends. The three or four characters that are from the marching band or whatever. These are the jocks, I guess. I don't know. And they're bullying him, and they call him a little freak of nature. And then Laurie happens to see this, and, you know, then they start saying things about her. So you got the two people in the town that are not pretty much like. One who they say is a little killer, and then they saying this is the lady who antagonized another killer, Michael Myers. So they're both not like. She feels sorry for him. Corey works in the junkyard. She feels sorry for him when he gets roughed up by those band. I'm sorry, it makes me laugh. By the marching band crew when he gets roughed up by them. She takes him to the hospital, where her daughter works, where her granddaughter works, Allison, where her granddaughter works, and they hit it off. You know, Allison patches it up, and they hit it off, and they get a romance. They develop a romance. And again, I'm like, where's Michael Myers at again? Where is he at? What's going on? We get all of that. Listen, I'm gotta be honest. I didn't care about Corey. I thought the actor who was doing Corey was great at what he did, and I understood that whole, but I really didn't care about him. I was looking for Michael. I want to see Michael and Laurie. This is called Halloween Ends. I want to see them duke it out and go back and forth. That's all I was looking for. So with that being said, we see what's going on with Laurie. Laurie is trying to live her life, trying to move on, but she want to write this book, and she's seeing that the townspeople don't like her as well. So now Corey gets bullied. I mean, throughout the movie, everybody's picking on him. Everybody's saying something to him. And what really did it was he gets bullied again by the young group, the teenagers. I'm like, you're a grown man. These teenagers, they jump on him, whatever. And he gets knocked over the bridge. I shouldn't be laughing. But he doesn't die because he falls down into the ditch and he gets grabbed and pulled into the sewers. By who? Michael Myers. So I'm like, yes, finally, Michael is here, y'all. I'm like, yes, Michael is here. But then, right after that, he gets pulled into the sewers and he sees Michael Myers. They lock eyes and Michael sees all the flashback of all the things that's been going on with Corey. And now it appears, and I said, no, please, please tell me this is not what they're doing. Somehow the evil transferred into Corey. I didn't like that. So throughout the rest of the film, now we have Corey as the killer. Michael is taking a back seat. I just didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. He's taking a back seat. Listen, I know these films, you know, a lot of people had issues with Halloween Kills, which Halloween Kills was madness and, you know, had some of the most stupidest characters. The townspeople were ridiculous. But I had fun with that one, Halloween Kills, because at least Michael Myers was in it and he was doing the killing. This one, I'm like, why is Michael taking a back seat? Who is this guy again? Anyway, after he gets jumped and he sees Michael or whatever, he goes back to, because he's got this relationship now with Laurie Strode's granddaughter, Allison. And now they're so much in love and got this relationship. I don't know, I didn't like all of that either. But Laurie sees something and feels something. And she's like, he has that look in his eyes similar to Michael. I said, oh, come on. This is what we're doing. This is where we're going. Oh, I didn't like that. What did I like? I did like the scenes in the junkyard where I believe that was Corey killing his bullies, and I think Michael helped him out on that. That scene was good. I did like some of that, and I like the way the DJ got killed. And the DJ, by the way, is that social media guy, King Curon. If you haven't seen him, he's done now. It's good to see him in the film, but other than that, I was bored. I didn't like how they did this. I didn't, like I said, I felt like I didn't need to care about Corey. Maybe, like someone said, maybe if they would have introduced this Corey character in the last film, and then maybe I would have cared, but I just didn't care about him. And so there's even a scene, y'all, where he manages to tussle with Michael and, you know, in the sewer, and takes the mask. Now, is it me? Didn't Michael survive fires? A whole town tried to beat on him, kill him. He killed all these firemen and all these people. And now this young man could just tussle him and take his mask. I'm like, come on. So now we got two killers. This guy's killing and Michael's killing. And I just didn't like that. So then we get to the big conclusion, which I thought was ridiculous. Laurie's pretending to commit suicide, and in comes Corey, and they go at it. She shoots him or whatever, and she's like, "What you thought? You thought I was gonna kill myself?" And then he takes a knife and kills himself. He stabs himself with it, and as he does that, Laurie takes the knife out of him, and in walks her granddaughter. So now it looks like Laurie did this to Corey. And I was like, what is this? And then here's Michael Myers to finish everything off, and he ends up finishing Corey off. And now him and Laurie have the big showdown. Most disappointing showdown ever. She manages to slice his wrists and pin him in the kitchen. Like I said, this man had all this strength, and this is how he gets killed. This is how Laurie does it. This is the big showdown. So disappointing. I thought that I didn't like this. Y'all could have did so much more with this. I was so looking forward to this. By the way, I watched this on Peacock. So if you have Peacock, you can check it out on Peacock. It's also in theaters. I didn't go to the theaters. I watched it on Peacock like I did with Kills. I was really disappointed in this. I wanted so much more from this. I will say they did have cameos from the original Shape. He plays the Flasher in this at the Halloween party, just so you know. That's the cameo by him. And one of the babysitters from the original Halloween is in this as well. So that was cool too. But other than that, this just didn't do it for me, y'all. I really wanted a better showdown. So anyway, Michael's pinned in the kitchen. She slits his neck, she slits his wrist, whatever. Then they take the body, they put the body on a car, on the top of the car, parade it through the town, so the town can see that Michael's dead. The people of Haddonfield, who I don't know why anybody still lives in Haddonfield with all the stuff that goes on there. They take the body and they go to the junkyard and they put him in the industrial shredder, and just Michael's done. So that's that. That's how that ended. Laurie has moved on with her life. Looked like she's going to have a nice little relationship with the sheriff guy or whoever he was. I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I was very disappointed. It had the potential to be good. It had the potential. They could have did that core. It was just too much of the other characters and not enough Michael Myers for me. And, that's what I was there for. I was there for Michael Myers and seeing him wreak havoc, and he didn't get to do that. And this is how we do Halloween Ends? I thought it was disappointing. That's all I have for now. Tell me your thoughts. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Tell me your thoughts. Do you agree with me? That's all I have. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.